a quick audio warning before you continue with this. Just get ready for your ears to be destroyed. Ah! That's how I feel right now.
Good. Your parents?
Yeah, I don't care. I needed to let something out. What the hell? It's... Oh my god. Well, the reason for this deafening scream that you've had to experience at the start of this podcast is because everything goes wrong. Everything goes wrong. Fucking everything is badly. Yeah. Everything is badly. It's insane. I don't know why everything is so badly, but all I can tell you is that it is. So
yeah.
Oh my lord. I don't. This is such a weird start. As in, the main. What's happened is we've tried to start this podcast maybe like 3 times. First time, my microphone had just decided to just not exist. It was just kind of like, no, I'm good actually. I'm going to not appear in your recording program at all. So you have to completely remove all instances of it, which there's about 25, and then add them all in again. And then you also have to dial in the filters to make it sound all nice and pretty all over again. Okay, right, I've done that. It was like, okay, right, I've done that. Okay, we're good to go. Let's start again. Oh yeah. There's none of Judd's audio anymore now, though. Just because you have to fuck about with that one too. You can't just fuck about with one and not the other. So that disappeared. I had to restart for that. Then each time I boot the program up again, I have to tweak my camera back to how it's supposed to be. So I've had to do that literally as the podcast has been starting. If you want to see me doing that right at the start of this podcast, you can watch it on YouTube, on the Games Badly YouTube channel, or you can join us live at twitch.tv/gamesbadly, where no doubt I'll have to tweak it all the time, because fuck me, nothing works how it's supposed to, and that's That's probably the first topic of conversation for today's podcast. Like, it doesn't. Nothing works. Like, people don't work well. Everything just fucks itself, doesn't it? Can you think of a single thing that you've ever known to be like, yes, I know this is going to be work how it's not even like necessarily better than it's not even like particularly well, just all right how it's supposed to, not a problem.
What like
no stress. You just can rely on someone, just anything to be like, yeah, that's gonna be fine.
Death.
At least that one will happen.
That one will happen.
Oh,
please,
Lord. That's how, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, nothing works. It's all just fucking annoying. But
yeah.
Anyway, let me tell you about something, Judd. Let me tell you about a thing that's happened. My girlfriend is a deal queen. We call her. It's one of her nicknames. We call her the Deal Queen because she likes. What's that reaction for? What?
Just when you said my girlfriend is the Deal Queen, I thought she was shifting gear. I thought she was selling coke.
No. That's
not. I'm gonna have to reply.
That's not what I meant. Oh, that's funny. No, that's not what I meant. I meant as in one sec. How quiet am I now?
You far too quiet.
Far too quiet. Okay, how's this? Oh,
too quiet.
Oh,
I like how you. That's fine. Like that's fine.
Okay, that should be better. Yeah, she likes getting like good prices on stuff and like coupons and all of that junk. So she does it all the time. Like we can't just order pizza. We can't just order like a takeaway.
She try and barter with a pizza. No, I'll give you £10. What the blood? You do not get the blood.
No.
Okay, £10. She always gets them.
No, as in she always like we can't, because not if it was up to me, I would find the pizza place I like, and I always order from there. And I might only order I might not necessarily order the same pizza each time, but I'll order from maybe like 3-4 different pizzas. Like there's only 3 or 4 choices I might ever pick.
Yeah.
Whereas whenever we order pizza with her, this isn't just pizza. This is like pretty much anything. She has to look around to see which one's gonna have the best deal for us. Looking at coupon codes and all sorts of whatever. But so this leads me to the point where that she's got like people added as friends on Facebook who she can kind of like get deals or maybe get a bit of cash or like side cash or whatever for various reasons. So she's got this one lady who always does.
Now you're telling me about her side hustles, Jake. And
no, as in she's got this one lady who like, I think she just does interviews or like studies, kind of like social studies for a job or something like that.
Okay.
So one of the ones that Jasmine signed up for and got £40 for was like people who are interested in like healthcare products. So kind of like stuff you'd get from Holland and Barrett or like I don't know would Whole Foods in America be the equivalent of Holland and Barrett? It's like
yeah,
it's not a drugstore. It's kind of like
a Whole Foods is like a department store.
Well, it's like kind of like organic-y type stuff, isn't it? I don't know.
Mostly, I think Whole Foods is more organic.
Well, it's a place where you get stuff like it's where you'd get like your cod liver oil, your like supplements, sort of stuff like that. Kind of almost like hippie-ish kind of. This will make you have more iron in your blood, which will make you stronger because you're made of more metal.
This will
stuff like that.
Salad hands for like a week.
Yeah. So she likes stuff like that. So for people into that, and you just had to kind of go on this Zoom call or something, and all chat about stuff, and I don't know. Okay. So recently, she this lady posted. Wanting men who consider themselves overweight to do one. Now, we are mildly portly gents, aren't we, Judd?
Listen, I'm a fat cunt. Sign me up.
So she was asking for that, and I was Jasmine sent it to me, basically saying, I'm not calling you fat, but free money, basically. So I was like, I would think I try and embrace these things because I like to like take opportunities that present themselves. That's the like scientifically the best way of being lucky. Like obviously lucky is a completely not scientific prospect, but like scientifically that's the best way of doing stuff. So I was like, I tried to do stuff. I was kind of planning on doing it, but I'd forgot because she'd sent me it, and then I was just about to get a bath, so I'd got a bath and forgot about it. So later on, I went round to hers, and she asked me if I'd done it. I'm like, oh, I forgot. I'll try and remember later. I'm not going to do it now. I'm not going to message her now. So Jasmine essentially got my phone with kind of my permission, and messaged this lady, but I didn't want her to send it before I'd seen it, but she just did anyway. And let me read out the message that she sent to this lady about this call.
And was she pretending to be you?
She sent it from my phone as me.
Okay.
This is the entire message. Hello, I am a fat man who would like to do a Zoom call. Which, out of context...
Yeah, actually, out of context, you shouldn't be sending that to women. You can get in trouble for that.
I've never spoken to this woman in my life. She has no idea who I am. And so far as she knows, out of the blue, she's got a message from me saying, hello, I am a fat man who would like to do a Zoom call. Not even asking. I'm not asking to do it with her. I'm just sending some information to her.
No. For me, it's just like some fat man you might stumble across on Omegle stroking his cock. That's what I imagine when somebody sends that, just saying, "Hello, I'm a fat lad that's wanting a Zoom call. I want a Zoom wank."
Oh God! So she sent that, and like I was kind of aware that she'd typed that, but I wanted to just like see it and just at least think about it for a second before she sent anything. But she just sent it, and I was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" But thing is, the main problem is I'm not even on the call. She'd filled it already, so I'd do it all for nothing. So I just apparently.
Oh, so you didn't even make the call.
No, I didn't even make the call. So all that's happened is I've confessed that I'm fat to this woman and I want to do a Zoom call, and I've not even got anything out of it.
You
apparently.
didn't even confess it.
No, it weren't me, but it looks like it. So yeah, that's that. It's thought that was quite funny. Yeah, just a story. That's that. What have you been up to this week? Nothing.
So to be honest, I don't think I've done anything of interest. The only thing I've got for you is something so not of interest. You'll probably just want to move on to a different topic immediately, and that's
is it D&D again?
No, I re-downloaded. It's even more boring. I re-downloaded World of Warcraft. That's so. It's literally. I've got nothing for you.
And the only reason World of Warcraft work at the minute, because I know they did WoW Classic, so surely the normal one's still going, but is WoW Classic updating? Are they getting more content on that?
So the last thing, I can bring it up now to see what the last WoW Classic patch was. 9.05. That's the latest thing for the actual thing. So basically what they were doing is they started it off where it was like, this is the beginning of World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
This, it's the beginning. I think there were some things that were left in that were just had to be left in because, well, they just made sense being it.
Yeah, quality of life stuff.
But mainly it was like, this is the beginning of WoW, go. And then they were releasing updates for it, basically, updating the game as it was updated when it first came out.
So adding expansions and stuff.
Well, it was updates for classic WoW, vanilla WoW. We've still not made it to Burning Crusade yet, which was the first proper expansion to World of Warcraft. I don't know if the Cthulhu Old God stuff has started happening. You'll not know what that is, but that's like my favorite shit from World of Warcraft. But they were just updating it like it was being updated back in the day,
right?
But the thing is, people are wondering when we get to that being it for WoW, are they just going to stop, or will they go, surprise, Burning Crusade again?
Yeah, I'm just kind of thinking, what's the point? Like, what's the point in unupdating it if it's supposed to be classic?
Yeah, the point, the only reason why I'd see him do that is, World of Warcraft reached its peak player base during Wrath of the Lich King, and it's when a lot of people say World of Warcraft was at its best was Wrath of the Lich King, because then it went Cataclysm, where people were still like, this is all right, this is still good, it's still holding its own a bit, and then it got to Mists of Pandaria, and it started going like way down. Oh, wait,
yeah,
no,
it's all cool, and then they literally just add Kung Fu Panda like that.
No, it went Mists of Pandaria. In fact, no, it wasn't even Mists of Pandaria, because people were still like, right, the pandas are a bit fucking weird, but this, we still got a bit of something. And then Warlords of Draenor happened. And then that was absolutely when it was like, this is now just a fucking Facebook game. This is shit.
Yeah.
So that Warlords of Draenor, when it was like World of Warcraft was being kicked in the dirt, but it's everybody says that pretty much when it was at its peak was Wrath of the Lich King. And
so to me, it seems like that they could do with having 3 versions then. One that's like the most up to date version, with all your expansions, everything like that. Then just classic, literally just maybe 4 versions. So one that's up to date, one that is literally day one patch, untouched, just that's that. Then they could have WoW Classic, which is sort of a build that's the first sort of stable, balanced build with no expansions, but does also have quality of life stuff and all of that.
It'd be a bit shit just having one just day one on its own, though, because the thing is, you'd be done with that surprisingly fucking quick.
But I can see a lot of people wanting to do that, though. It's fine, but this is why I'm saying multiple versions, because it's fine, because you'd have the other versions. It's not a problem.
But how much? The biggest problem with it is how much is it going to split the player base? Because if you've got like one version that nobody's fucking playing on, then there's no point keeping it up. So
well, it could be part of the classic sort of package. So you'd have like certain servers that were just like that. So you could switch like a server and go onto, just a classic, and you could have minimal servers for it if there was a minimal player base. So and then also another version where it kind of cycles through. So it starts right at the beginning, and you get all the expansions, and when it gets to a certain point, it gets nuked back to the beginning.
Yeah, I don't know, because like currently right now, the version I have like right now is Battle for Azeroth. But say I wanted to go back do all the Legion stuff, I don't know if there's a way that I can just like on a new character go back to a certain instance where all the Legion shit, because they have their own instances, like this part of the map, all the Legion shit's going on over here. Because like I could still go to Icecrown Citadel now and fight the Lich King, but even though like in the lore wise the Lich King was dead, like fucking how many years ago was that, 10? So I can still run the Icecrown Citadel raid. So maybe I could go back and do, because I've not properly looked into it. Maybe I could go back and do a lot of like the Legion stuff or the Burning Legion stuff.
Yeah.
So Legion was a good expansion. Not Burning Legion, because Burning Legion was the first expansion. Legion was like the sixth. Legion was good.
Did they have one-off events?
I think so.
That are kind of like unique to expansions, like kind of. They'd have to be like sort of reasonably lengthy, like maybe 2 weeks to a month at a time events.
See, they do raids. They do raids and dungeons, but they're not like only for a specific amount of time. They're just up forever. So
yeah,
like
it's like weekly until your raids reset and that, don't they? Yeah. I remember being at college and all the proper nerdy lads who still played World of Warcraft. You couldn't get hold of them. You couldn't get hold of them on a Wednesday night because that's when raids reset, or like Wednesday at like 7 p.m. or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like they were all offline for like all night from 7 p.m.
Proper getting into raiding is a second job. It's a second job, because it's like you need to make sure everything is mid-match. You need to make sure you've got the best possible gear. You need to make sure everybody's time schedules are cleared. You need to plan out the entire raid, because it's like, right, at this point we need a tank here. At this point we need the healer doing this. If you don't have your things set up on your fucking mouse with the mouse pad to be the correct mid-max thing, you're a retard.
You have to have it on your actual mouse, like the mouse that I use. I use an MMO mouse, but not because I've literally never played an MMO with a mouse like this. I use it for shooters. I don't know why this style of mouse has gone out of fashion. I don't think people even use this style of mouse for MMOs anymore. It's the one with it's got a number pad on the side. It's got 12 numbers on the left hand side. Oh, you use the same, don't you?
I've got one. I don't. It's a Corsair one, mine.
Yeah, I don't know. Like you can barely find them. Like most companies don't. Like Razer doesn't do one anymore. I'm pretty sure. Logitech doesn't do one. It's like normally they only have 2 buttons on the left. Mine's got all sorts of buttons on my mouse. I've got the normal mouse 1 and 2. I've got scroll wheel. I've got a couple buttons for changing the speed of my mouse. I've got a bunch of presets for that. Then I've got numbers 1 to 12 on the left hand side, and I've got a rapid fire, like a rapid click button next to my left mouse button as well. Yeah. And like these are all really cool, useful things, and I don't know why they don't like catch on. Like I don't understand. It's strange.
Yeah. I don't know, but the only reason I'm fucking playing it again is literally because well, one of the reasons is because me and a few mates might do Shadowlands, which is the newest one that's coming out. We might do it, we don't know yet. But honestly, I just wanted to get stoned and be a goblin. That's my only reason. Like I just go walking. I just go walking because I'm like, I'll just go and see shit. Because it's a big world, Azeroth. Like, there's lots of shit to do.
There's so many games that'd be better for that. Like,
It's no, but
It looks
it's
like dog
literally-
shit. World of Warcraft. It looks
It
so
doesn't. It
bad.
doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad
It does.
right now. They had a big graphics overhaul in. It was Battle of Azeroth, or it was one of the more recent ones. Who were like a big graphics overhaul.
But the nature of the game itself means that it can't look very good. No
but
MMO
it
can look
looks-
very good.
It looks weirdly quite Disney almost now. There was a bit where like when I fucking made this character recently, when you do like you don't have proper starting zones anymore. I don't know what that's about, but you go on like this little quest thing. But I was just looking at this fucking character's mouth as they was talking for some reason, but it was like all very like cartoony sort of Disney over exaggeration of the animation. I was like, I don't know if I like that.
I'm looking
Very- Disney eyes, like.
I'm looking at some comparisons of the graphics like then and now. And Judd, it's still so shit. It's so
I never
shit.
I never said it was great.
It may as well. It's barely changed. Like so. Like it's literally like Fable 2 type graphics. Like let me show you this shit. Look at this. Look, what's the deal?
Yeah, no, it still looks shit. It still looks shit. Absolutely, yeah, it still looks shit.
The reactions. It's like, and then I'm just showing Judd some more different.
I honestly,
more different side by sides.
If it weren't for the, if it weren't for like
what
the
about
textures
this one?
on the clothes, if it weren't for the textures on the clothes on the last one, I don't think I'd be able to tell them apart.
No, I wouldn't.
If it was
And
like the
thing is,
textures.
the textures on the clothes aren't even that different. They're still just smeary messes on both of them.
Yeah.
Look, I'm showing this one. It's like just a what, like a little house in Goldshire?
Oh, that's the gold. That's the Goldshire Inn.
It's showing a side by side.
That's the famous place where everybody goes to do sex RP.
All right.
That's where everybody
Nice
does it.
Well, I'm literally looking at a side by side of the latest graphics versus the original graphics, and I 100% cannot tell a difference. To me, someone's just taken a screenshot and drawn a line down the middle of it.
With that one, it absolutely just looks, yeah, exactly like that.
So it's
Exactly
just
like that.
it's fucked. It's still terrible.
I just the reason why I like using this one is because I've definitely got a certain nostalgia for it because I used to play this game all the time. I like goblins. I like to be a goblin. So that's
I don't like them. Goblins. I don't like.
And I just like the lore of it as well. I like some of the lore in it. I'm not playing it to like get into it. It's just something to be on while I'm at my fucking head as a goblin.
I think there's better games you could play. Like I'm thinking of games kind of like maybe even like what's that one that was terrible for ages? No Man's Sky.
Now I have been thinking about getting No Man's Sky, but how much of that is can I literally just go and walk? Because I know you can. I know it's mainly about exploring.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's its reputation. It's just walking. What about Death Stranding? Isn't that supposed to be a walking simulator?
Now, see, the trouble with Death Stranding is that I know this firsthand because I went over to Tom's and watched him play it when he got it. It's just like there's nothing to look at really. So it's not like you're walking around and looking at interesting shit. Because I walk around to different cities in this game and go, oh, look at that thing. I literally sightsee. I go and sightsee, and that you just fucking looking at nothing. You're looking for like a barren plain for like 2 hours.
That must just be because you like the World of Warcraft world, then, because like. Or like the lore and things like that. It's like, oh, that's where such and such event happened and things like that.
Yeah, I can go to Ice Crown Citadel and be like, look at this shit.
Yeah, if it were just about like pretty looking scenery and things like that, I'm kind of thinking like, you know, like Horizon Zero Dawn. That's supposed to look really cool.
Yeah,
things like that, and it's got some really cool creatures that I can imagine if you're off your face would look really cool. Yeah. You know, if you've got if anyone listening knows any good like walking around games that might be fun to play while you're like off your face, spazzed out, like drunk or something, tweet at Tweets Badly and let us know. And I'll let Judd know. Or just hop into Twitch chat on twitch.tv/gamesbadly and let us know, because, like, yeah, I still think that World of Warcraft paying, because you still have to pay monthly for it, don't you?
Yeah, it's
paying a monthly subscription for that for just a walking sightseeing simulator. Why don't you get Microsoft Flight Simulator?
I have Euro Truck Simulator. Did I tell you about it?
Yeah.
That's a great one. Euro Truck Simulator.
I'm tempted to get smashed and play like a game like that. I like playing Pokemon. I like playing monotonous games, watching a movie, and having a drink. Like, that's fun.
Yeah. God, honestly, the first time I crashed, was the first time I crashed stoned on that fucking game. I must have laughed for like 10 minutes straight because the truck just went over like 5 cars.
Oh dear. I don't know. I've been playing. Speaking of games, the games I've been playing recently are. I've been playing Pokemon because it's just easy and kind of. Yeah. It's not technically free, but may as well be. And I've been playing a bit of this kind of. It's like a bootleg Pokemon game. It's kind of like a Pokemon game that's made almost from the ground up. It's called Pokemon Uranium. And it's literally just, you just play it on your computer. You don't need an emulator or anything. You can just download it and play it. And they got, like, sued and, like, weren't allowed to distribute this kind of fan-made game because Pokemon didn't like it. But obviously, it leaked anyway, and it's everywhere. And you can definitely play it if you want to. So I've been playing a bit of that. It's quite cool. But it's because it's like a fan mod. And you know, it's not something that kids are necessarily going to play. It's hard. Like, it's harder than... Well, it's still Pokemon. It's not hard. It's if you put enough hours into it, none of it's going to be hard. You just get every Pokemon to level 100 and you're fine. But it's like... It takes a lot longer, and it's not nowhere near as easy as other Pokemon games. As in, like... Every iteration of legit Pokemon game that's come out has gotten easier and easier and easier just to cater to kids, and because they've got other ways of creating content that isn't difficulty and just monotonous grinding now, because like they just couldn't code anything other than that back in the day. Whereas now that it's on a Switch and they know what they're doing, I might have got 2 Pokemon to level 100, like, at normal, legitly before, in my entire life, in 20 years of playing Pokemon. Whereas on Pokemon Sword and Shield, my entire team's level 100, and that happened within maybe 4 days. So it shows you just how easy, it really is so easy to level up your Pokemon in that game. But in this Pokemon Uranium, most of the Pokemon are completely new. And it's like they don't level up quickly, and
I suppose they'd have to be completely new if they were trying to avoid copyright.
Well,
but
they're not, because it's still called Pokemon as well. So they're not really.
Fair enough. There might be an issue here.
Yeah, there's still like, and it's kind of, it's this cool. I don't know what the story is yet, but it's kind of revolved around kind of nuclear stuff, obviously being called Pokemon Uranium.
Yeah.
And there's a new Pokemon type which is like nuclear. And obviously, with every new type means there's a new evolution. So there's a nuclear Eevee version called Nucleon, which is pretty cool. Nice. Thought you would like that. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. It seems cool. The gimmick with the nuclear type is that it's weak to everything but super effective to everything. So.
All right. Okay.
So yeah.
So it's proper. It's just glass cannon then.
Yeah, kind of. So if you're,
I like that.
But that's why Nucleon's such a good Pokemon as well, because it's fast. So if you're the faster Pokemon, you can kind of sweep teams and just destroy them. I don't know. It's interesting. It's cool. I kind of recommend it, but it's like, you know, in normal Pokemon games, in your first sort of starter patch of grass, they'll be like at max level 5, from anywhere from 2 to 5, and your Pokemon starts at level 5. Whereas on this one, they're normally about level 4 to 6
Yeah.
you can kind of gauge like how much harder it's going to be just based on that. Yeah, and it takes ages to level up. First gym leader has 2 level 10 and a level 12 Pokemon, which isn't obscene for a first gym leader, but bearing in mind I've maybe put 6 hours into it, and my highest level Pokemon's level 15. And I've only got two Pokemon at the minute. It takes forever. So yeah, it's cool though. It's really cool to see. It's almost cooler than a non-legit Pokemon game because it's like, I don't know, different, interesting, kind of like supports the community to an extent. I don't know. But yeah, I've been playing that, and I've also downloaded Batman Arkham Knight, ready to play when I feel like playing that.
Have you not played? You watched them all, didn't you? You watched people play them all.
I actually only watched them play Arkham Knight. This is the only one.
All right, okay.
I know that the only thing I can remember, I think this is the one with the red. Is it called Red Skull? It's not Red Skull, is it?
Red Hood.
Red Hood. That's it. Yeah. I know that's the one with that, who is obviously Jason Todd. Like everyone just knows that. It's kind of meant to be a twist in this game, but it's not.
Yeah, no, it's weird. It's weird when people are like, "Oh, I didn't see the twist coming." It's like, how didn't you see that coming? They've never talked about Jason in any of the other Arkham games, and then this dude shows up saying he's the Red Hood, and they start talking about Jason. But also, if you know anything about the Red Hood, that's Jason Todd.
Yeah, it's like when Mysterio's in Spider-Man Far From Home. It's like, that's a bad guy right there.
Yeah, it's like he's a bad guy. That is a bad guy. But to like my nan, obviously, my nan be like, "Oh, he seems like a nice guy."
Yeah. So, if you don't know anything about comics, it's fine. But obviously, like, I'm not big on any DC comics. Probably more on Batman than any others. But and I've never even read a Batman comic. I'm gonna be honest. Other than. I think I did read The Killing Joke, but
I think I've read all the new 52 Joker stuff. I think I read one of the Suicide Squads. I read The Long Halloween and Killing Joke, and I think that's all about myself. Oh, and the Dark Knight stuff. I read the Dark Knight stuff as well.
But even I just knew already that was Jason Todd, so that's not a big twist for me. But I know, and no spoilers on this because I can't remember which one it is. I know that Barbara Gordon either gets shot and killed or shot and disabled. I can't remember if she's already disabled and then gets killed, or if she gets shot and then becomes disabled. Okay. I can't remember which one of those
I'll not say anything. But I will say that it was in the Killing Joke comic book where she was shot. She was shot and disabled.
Yeah, I still can't remember. I still didn't know in the Killing Joke which one of those it was. In
the Killing Joke, if you remember, he shows up at Barbara's apartment and shoots her in the stomach, intending to kill her, but he actually hits her in the spine. And he takes a load of like nude photographs of her to like torment Gordon with later. Jesus. I don't know if it's implied that he or his henchman raped her as well, but I think it's implied. So it's an awful bit that.
It's a bit not jokery, that to me.
It's the thing is that he was trying desperately to turn Gordon insane, because his whole thing for that issue was it only really takes one incredibly bad day to break any man, because that's what happened to him. Maybe. So that's why he was doing it. It wasn't doing it because Joker is a big fan of the rape. He was doing it because like this will probably drive him insane.
Yeah, I always kind of the Joker, that the way Joker works in my mind is that like he's just out to prove that everyone's core, everyone's just as bad as he is. Everyone's just like, as much of a villain as he might seem. Yeah. Which I appreciate a hell of a lot more than like, I don't know, just trying to give everyone a bad day until they go insane. But yeah, I don't know. So that's the other game that I'm going to play at some point. It's the only one that I have actually watched through, because it was when I was big into watching like Let's Plays of games, because I couldn't afford games. And I liked watching the Yogscast. It's like a nice
Markiplier's run through of Five Nights at Freddy's. I remember you're a big fan of that.
No. It's it was just a nice like kind of like regular viewing. I always had an episode of something to watch when I was into watching Let's Players. But I find it boring now. But yeah, so I've seen that. That's what I'm going to be playing. Anyway, that's a bunch of boring shit. I'm really tired right now, actually. I thought of an interesting topic that might be fun to talk about, Judd. It's like strange celebrity crushes.
Yeah, and I've got one for you. It's not that strange. I think if you looked at him, you'd know why. But it's definitely someone you probably don't even know, so you never would have got it. It is fucking hell, I've just forgot his name. So it's obviously a big crush. Troy Baker, the voice actor Troy Baker. Yeah.
Troy Baker is Troy Baker in the Joker.
Well, no, just Troy Baker, just Troy Baker.
Who's played the Joker though?
He did Arkham Origins. So it was when Mark Hamill skipped one, and he did a very good job at sounding like a young Mark Hamill.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's got a thin fucking face and weird pixie ears.
He has got weird pixie ears. I will give you that. His ears do look they look pointed in a way, don't they? He looks like an elf.
He reminds me of like he almost reminds me of like an Easter Island statue in like his head seems too long. It's like, you know when you make a character in a game and there's always that one preset that's just a bit long.
Yeah.
It's like it reminds me of that. But I also have to say, not in a bad way. Like none of that's meant to be a bad thing. But
for me, it's his eyes. He has very piercing eyes.
Very
when you
pale
look
eyes, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. I find a lot of these like strange celebrity crushes are kind of like. I think it's a phenomenon where it's like they're famous, they're a celebrity, and obviously people crush on celebrities because they seem so amazing and you know they're so popular.
Yeah.
But I think there's a certain genre of that where they're not a massively celebrity. Like, they're not a massive celebrity that most people probably... Like, they're not a household name, anything like that. And I think that's part of why you might crush on them, because maybe it makes them feel a bit more gettable or a bit more real or something. I don't know. But, you know, I think that's like a subgenre of celebrity crush.
One of the words I would not use to describe Troy Baker as is gettable, because he just, I don't know.
You don't know, but it just makes him. It's like the difference between like Zac Efron compared to him.
Yeah,
you know, like he's just so much more. It doesn't feel like he's even real, type of thing.
Yeah.
I like how we've only mentioned guys. Actually, this is kind of. But
it's fine for me, but Jasmine might have a few.
Yeah, it's, you know what I mean though, because like one of the ones that I noted down was Vanessa Carlton. I don't know who that exactly, and I didn't think you would, but you will know one of her songs. She's the one who does "Making My Way Downtown, Walking Fast, Something, I'm homebound." You know that one.
I always get confused and think it's what's she called? The one that did Friday.
Rebecca Black.
Yeah, I for some reason I always think in my brain like Rebecca Black did that song.
No, but yeah, so I don't know. There's something about her because she's good looking and kind of like got maybe a similar vibe to that guy who you were on about. But I think that's part of that one. And another one that I have with that, who you will know, but like Americans wouldn't, is Cher Lloyd, who like was kind of a bit of a celebrity crush for me, like when I was younger.
I'm gonna be singing Cher.
Lloyd. Yeah. Do you know who I think you would probably agree with me is maybe a strange celebrity crush, but I think it's type of person that we would both share. The drummer girl from Scott Pilgrim. Do you remember?
No.
No?
No. No.
I don't know. There's something about her that I crushed on quite a bit.
No, I don't. I'm not into her at all.
But do you understand?
I would
It's
very
like,
much like her to be my friend. Like I'd go out of my way to make sure she was my friend, but I don't have any sort of.
I think it's the attitude. I think it's that she's got such a distinct attitude that it's just like
I don't
know.
think I like any of the girls from fucking no. The only girl I like from the Scott Pilgrim movie is the Asian one.
Knives.
Knives.
The obsessive one.
Who was Scott's first girlfriend, and I've no idea why. I mean, obviously she's the obsessive one. Maybe it's because she was too obsessive, but
You just want someone to be obsessed over you, don't you?
no, I thought she was just the nicest one. I always felt really sorry for Knives. Did she end up with someone in that?
She ended up with young. Well, she got with young Neil, didn't she? I would have thought you'd be a bit of a young Neil kind of guy.
Oh yeah, this fucking dude, this fucking doofus.
I absolutely love Scott Pilgrim. Mostly the movie. Like I have read as much of the comics I could find, and I played a bit of the game. There's like a side-scrolling game.
Yeah.
But it's the movie. It's the movie I like the most. The movie's so good. I love it.
Have you heard the song "Scott Pilgrim Ruined an Entire Generation of Women"?
No, but
it's basically talking about how now a lot of girls. It's mainly about e-girls, you know, where it's like the pastel colors and the fucking mostly a lot of goth attitudes and stuff like that and stuff like that, and it's.
I have to say,
it's just about that. But
I love the aesthetic that the people in that movie have, and the attitudes, like, as a whole, and like interacting with each other and everything, are very entertaining and make for a great movie and like entertainment and that. But in real life, I would fucking hate them all.
Oh yeah,
They're
exactly.
all insufferable.
That's why when you say to me, "Oh, I've got a crush on this character from this movie," I'm like, how? They're just so fucking obnoxious.
Well, when I say crush, that could mean like different things. It might mean that you'd like to have like a small fling with them, like as in you might like to have like a weekend where you kind of do some stuff and hook up sometimes.
And I'll tell you why. Because I know for a fucking fact with the laws of that Scott Pilgrim universe, if I'm shagging Knives in bed, there's probably like going to be an orgasm meter like showing up like next to us.
With the amount of meet and fuck games you've played, you cannot tell me you don't want an orgasm meter.
I'd be super into that.
You would love that.
I feel like I'd be graded. Like I feel like afterwards it'd come up with like your grade C minus, and I'd be like C minus what?
You do certain things and get like an achievement pop up. You get a certain amount of points per thrust. It's like, oh god, that would be funny. I would love to see that. Actually, no, I wouldn't. Thinking about actually watching you hump a fictional Asian 17-year-old or something.
You have to watch.
Jesus Christ.
Not even like meaning for yourself. You just watch it happen to me. Right.
Yeah. No, I don't know. There's some weird ones. The other sort of thing that I thought was interesting around like wait 1 sec. I've just had an email from Twitch saying our plan for addressing severe off-service misconduct. I'm like, oh fucking hell! We began enforcing our updated hateful conduct and harassment policy. I thought, oh shit, it's finally happened. We've been banned.
happened.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. The other one that I thought was interesting is, I swear to God, until we've all got older, no one spoke about this. But when we were younger, everyone had some sort of unspoken, like, burning desire to fuck certain characters from certain cartoon shows. Now,
yeah, Thelma.
No, I don't mean necessarily like individual characters from a TV show.
Oh,
certain cartoon shows where every character is somehow sexy, and I don't know why. But they only were to us when, like, you know, when I was like 12. I might watch a cartoon and just find everyone sexy in this cartoon, and it wouldn't be a sexual show at all.
Yeah.
Some of the ones I can remember are Kim Possible is one of them.
Yeah.
There would be.
There was a fair amount of sexy characters in Kim Possible. I'll give you that
Ben
one.
10 was one of them. Like I crushed on characters in Ben 10 when I was younger.
Scare me a bit here,
well,
buddy.
well, the big one, which everyone wanted to fuck every character in this cartoon show when they were younger. Danny Phantom, like everyone wanted.
You know what? I was literally about to say it because you've got his mom, the main girl that they always hung out with.
Danny himself. Danny himself is a sex symbol.
Listen, I mean, for the time, obviously, these are teenage characters we need.
Yeah. I know, it's like it's a bit weird and iffy to say it right now, but like
but at the time,
it just got everyone so horny. I swear it was a sexual awakening for our entire generation.
Everybody was just so horny at Danny Phantom.
Yeah, and the thing is, I don't know why. It's like a superhero ghost fighting show. Like, what the fuck? It's also at the same time, I get it.
Has there ever been any furry characters like from films and stuff that you've gone? Shouldn't be.
I
don't think I can ever think.
I
don't think there's any coming to mind for me.
The only one that kind of comes to mind is like Lola Bunny, but like I didn't really think that at the time. It's kind of just because of like the memes, and now looking at her, I can tell that she kind of looks like a sensual bunny.
Yeah.
But I've never like actually crushed on it. I don't think so. No, I don't think I've ever seen any furry sort of character.
I'm trying to think, and I don't think I've ever.
And the thing is, this sounds like we're maybe trying to come up with an excuse, but people know we would definitely admit to it on this podcast.
Well, I asked about it, and I wanted to carry up on it.
Yeah, I know, but like, it could sound like I'm avoiding it because you asked, but like, come on. If anyone's listened to any of these podcasts, I'm almost disappointed in us that we don't.
That we can't think of. Sure, I'm gonna type in hot furry characters. This is not gonna. From movies, I'll put from movies.
Well, it's normally TV, isn't it? It'd normally be like cartoons and things.
What do they call it?
Maybe Hermione when she gets turned into like a cat or something in Harry Potter. Does that count?
That was a nightmare. What do they call it?
She was also like 11. Like that was a joke, by the way. That's a joke. I never thought that. Well, actually, when I was younger, I was.
That's what they call it. Anthropomorphic.
Yeah.
So, TV characters. Should I just put? Do I put hot?
Sexy.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what to.
Do you remember when we did the hot cartoon tier list? We did that ages ago. That's one of like the first podcasts we did. We did a tier list of attractive cartoon characters.
So the first
cartoon hotties. That was it. Cartoon hotties.
The first one that came up was Robin Hood, and a lot. I hear this a lot. A lot of girls have a thing for Robin Hood.
Yeah, the like Fox one from the old animated movie. Here's like the list of cartoon hotties, by the way, that I've got up. Remember when we did that tier list? I just named some of them just to see if you did kind of crush on them when we were younger. The thing is, even back then, I remember not knowing what I was thinking, like as in I didn't know what this feeling was, but I remember finding Danny Phantom hot when I was like that age. And I don't know what it was. Honestly, even to the point, and with Ben 10, like, Ben was so, like, cool, and I just wanted him to, like me and, like, kiss me and stuff. What? No, but, like, back then I found them all, like, I don't know... I know now I found them hot, that's what I was feeling. But I didn't know what it was. Maybe even the grandpa. Like, who knows? There's something about that grandpa in Ben 10 that's kind of hot, you know? Like, he's like... Brilliant. He's like a caring guy. But there's, like, do you remember, like, some of the girls from the original Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah.
And, like, Joey. Joey was pretty hot from Yu-Gi-Oh. Remember that?
Joey was not hot. Kaiba was hot.
Kaiba kind of, yeah. Yeah, Kaiba.
But
what about the redhead girl from Foster's Home for Imaginary
Yes, Frankie. Frankie. I was gonna say Frankie earlier. Frankie's a big one.
Again,
a lot of people like Frankie. Raven from Teen Titans.
It's like some of them are kind of meant to be kind of attractive in a way. Like obviously like Lola Bunny, like the anime ones. Even like maybe Daphne from Scooby-Doo.
Daphne was this is us trying to do like a hot preppy girl.
Yeah,
that was
like
what Daphne
even
was
Shigo from Kim Possible is meant to, be quite quite seductive in a way, but like it's not even those ones. There's something about like certain other ones.
Here you go. The fish from Shark Tale. Not Will Smith. Not Will Smith. The red. You know what I'm talking about. The red one. The one with the big
blowjob lips.
Big fish dick. Yeah. Big fish blowjob lips. Yeah. That one. There you go. There's a corker one for you.
Do you know another one that could have been? I don't know. I hesitate to even say this one, but could have been for some freaks. Maybe what do you think about Mandy from Billy and Great Adventures of Billy?
Yeah, I mean, I think
that one's a step too far.
No, I don't know. People again at the time, like when you're younger, then yeah, maybe some. I don't know. I think. At that age,
because at
that age, they're like, I don't know, they're like 12 or something. So at that age, you're probably still in your girls is gross sort of mood. So maybe not.
In the Teen Titans cartoon from 2000s, it's called Teen Titans. Just the word teen for some reason at that age would set your horny juices going off when you're like that young. Like you're like almost at puberty. It's like you're barely dipping into puberty, and it's like, oh, there's girls in this show, and they're like wearing skirts and things. So it's like there's that Kim Possible. What
people,
else?
I'm having a quick look online. Apparently, I never watched the Goofy movie, but Roxanne from the Goofy movie.
Oh yeah, Roxanne Goofy movie. I think I remember. Yeah, definitely. Look her up. Have you ever seen this character, Roxanne from the Goofy movie?
I mean, I have seen it. I've seen Roxanne a few times, but I never watched the Goofy movie. So
I feel like it might be the cute girl next door aesthetic that everyone kind of liked, and like Danny Phantom's almost got that kind of cool boy next door. Same as Ben 10. They're like, oh. Yeah, they're like kind of cool, I want to fuck them for some reason. Oh my god, but not really, not now. Obviously, this is so awkward to talk about. But yeah, I don't know. I think we should swiftly move on from that topic. But if anyone else wants to tell us any weird sort of crushes they had, whether it's on celebrities that they feel weird about now, or when they was a kid, kind of like watching cartoons that strangely sexually awakened them for no reason, let us know. Tweet at Tweets Badly. That'll be fun. Oh god.
Now, the obvious one is Jessica Rabbit as well, though.
Jessica Rabbit. Like she's not. Well, she's a
no. I know she's not. But we were saying earlier about like cartoon characters.
It's not quite the era maybe that I'm talking about though either. Because it's not one that I can relate to. It's a bit too old for that. Like, first appearance was in 1981, so it's like.
Yeah.
I've Judd, let me tell you something else now. We're in the.
Let's stop talking about cartoon characters that we want to fuck for a second. So
yeah, and talk about movie characters we want to fuck.
Yes.
No. But speaking of movies and TV, speaking of that, let me talk about something that's nothing to do with that at all. I like spreadsheets. Good.
What was that segue? That's the worst segue I've ever heard in my life.
We got there in the end. Joe, let me tell you about spreadsheets.
This segue is fucked to tires falling off it.
Look, you know me. I love a good spreadsheet. Some of the most iconic spreadsheets I've made lately are my
That's an iconic spreadsheet right there.
My Apex Legends ranked point system tracker, my monthly finances spreadsheet, my fashion selling spreadsheet, the big boy flagship spreadsheet that currently for my proudest spreadsheet creation is my sleep tracker spreadsheet. Ooh, that's got some nice algorithms in that. Self-calculating graphs. Ooh, it's sexy. I've got it up right now,
I gotta
stiffy.
I gotta find something for you. Somebody.
Somehow I think you've changed microphones to the shit one.
How the fuck has that happened? How has that happened? How has that happened?
Professional podcast.
Not me. Right, so one of the guys that I go online with was showing me that one of the characters on League of Legends, one of the builds to optimally play him at the moment that's going around is literally a full spreadsheet on what needs to be done for him to be like optimized. And it's a big one as well. Like there's. I'll have to try. Here it is. I've just found it. Let me just send this to you really quick. There we.
Well, I'll take a look at it, but I'm wanting to tell
there
you.
You go.
I'm wanting to tell you about the new kid on the block. Oh no, I know what you mean. This isn't a spreadsheet, Judd. You've sent me something that's probably more complicated than a spreadsheet. It's like this website where you put in formula. It's where you put in formulas and it shows the graph that represents those formulas. It's a cool website that actually for nerds who like things like spreadsheets. But so my flagship one is my sleep tracking spreadsheet, and oof,
nice. Look at that. Imagine having the fucking time. Imagine having the time or the effort. Look at that.
Oh wait, am I still streaming to you? I am, aren't I?
Yeah.
Right. I forgot about that. But
you know when like you look at someone and you go, they've got too much money. Them. It actually makes me feel sick how much money they've got. That's how I just felt. We're looking at you with that spreadsheet.
It's
I'm thinking,
free, this shit, Judd.
Imagine. No, it's not about money. It's about having the time. Imagine having the time to sit there, and this is coming from a man who gets stoned and pretends to be a goblin. This is much.
Oh, I liked that one. Oh no. Well, this is the thing, Judd. I've got this spreadsheet, and it's a movie tracking spreadsheet. And basically, every TV and film that I watch or have watched, I'll put into this spreadsheet, and it's got the name of the movie, the score that I'd give it out of 100. Then it's got the critics and audience score from Rotten Tomatoes, and the IMDb rating, and the cinema score. It's got like other stuff like what platform it's on, so whether it's a movie, TV show, streaming show. It's got the director, and then like genres. Because then I can do like graphs and data based on what's my favorite genre, who's my favorite director, do I prefer movie, TV, or streaming shows, what's my top 5 favorite movie. You can filter things and all sorts. So I just think it's really interesting, and also I get my girlfriend to fill it in as well, and we can like compare the differences.
I'm about to piss myself. I'm sorry. Go on, keep telling the audience about your spreadsheets.
So what I'm gonna do is get Judd. I've made a copy of the each sheet. So I've got a sheet for me, sheet for my girlfriend, and then I've done one for Judd. So out of the movies that I have so far filled in a score for myself, I'm gonna get Judd to put his score on, and we can compare them against the critic scores, audience scores, IMDb, and against mine and my girlfriend's scores. This is a very probably uninteresting thing, I realise, but you know what? Fuck y'all. I find it interesting, and we're fucking doing it. So, Judd.
Yeah.
It's your lucky day.
Is it? Why?
I've made you a copy of the spreadsheet.
Oh, I don't want it.
So basically, it calculates all the scores anyway, all the critic scores and all the other ones. You just have to give your personal score out of 100 for the following movies and TV shows. I've only added 15 at the minute, because I could add a bunch that I've already seen already, but can't be asked. When sometimes I start watching a movie and then it reminds me of other movies I've seen, and I'll add those as well. But yeah, I add them as they go. So it's in alphabetical order. The first is remember, this is a score out of 100.
Can I just do it? So am I doing this now?
Yeah, right now. You may as well.
Okay.
Why not? Avengers Endgame.
Out of 100.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a long pause.
83.
83. That is blasphemy. That's the lowest rating anyone has. Oh wait, no, Jasmine gave it a lower score, but I wouldn't. She's into artsy shit. I gave that a 94.
No.
Bear in mind, I think see the way I look at it is you can't get 100. Like it's impossible to be completely perfect. So the top score you could ever get for me is a 95. Like essentially the best film, my favorite film ever. Like a perfect movie, 95. Which is what I've given the next movie, Avengers: Infinity War.
So now that I would give that 93.
93. You think that's that much better than Endgame? You think Infinity War was like 10 whole points better than Endgame? See, I put Endgame as 94 and then Infinity War as 95, as in I consider those for me as Infinity War was as perfect as possible for me, and then Endgame was almost going to be as perfect as possible until they did that make sure you show all the women in one shot thing, and I thought that was a bit weird and pretentious, and then that's the one little thing that took off for me.
See, for me, the reason why I loved Infinity War so much was the dread of it. It was like every time he picked up another fucking stone and put it in his gauntlet, I genuinely was having like heart palpitations. I was going because I knew he was gonna do it, and it was like who am I gonna lose? Who am I gonna have to sit here and fucking watch go?
Yeah,
because I knew it was coming, and then when it happened, and first of all you just see it, you just get hit with Bucky with the Steve, and it's like, no, it started.
Oh my god, I'm getting goosebumps. Oh my god, because the thing is, because when it's happening to Spider-Man, it's so emotional. You forget how bad like each one of them was individually. Anyway, moving on. You might not have seen all of these. Next is Donnie Darko.
No, I never watched Donnie Darko.
Hey, Scott Pilgrim.
And I didn't really like it that much. At the time when I was younger, I did, but now watching it again, I don't know, like fucking
bitch, you.
I don't know, a 55.
55, so just a tiny bit better than an average film.
Yeah.
You're a cunt.
Because there's bits I still like from it.
Have you ever seen The Lighthouse?
That's the one with I can't the name.
It's got Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson in it.
Yes. I've watched stuff on like theses on that fucking theses.
If you've not seen the movie, I don't think you can rate it.
No, I can't rate it. But what I have seen from that movie and like the bits from it and the performances, it is a fucking great movie. That
just so you know,
where he smashes the seagull against the rock.
Just so you know, that is my worst rated movie.
Is it?
Out of all of them. It's Jasmine's least favourite movie out of all of these as well.
I can see why you wouldn't like that movie though, because it's two people sat talking. Really,
well, this is the thing. Jasmine should like that movie. She's into stuff like that. She did a degree in media, and even she only gave it 43. So
right, okay.
I gave it
26.
So. Because there was some good acting, and that's as much as I can say.
Yeah.
I've actually accidentally done these out of order. Doctor Who. So bear in mind, this is the since Christopher Eccleston, and also it's since Christopher Eccleston, and you have to kind of give an average across all the seasons that have come out.
What? And then I have to fucking include the newer shit as well, like everything.
Yeah. So you have to kind of give it an average sort of score from Christopher Eccleston until like now.
65.
65. I think that's fair. I gave it 77. Jasmine gave it 80. So.
And I think the reason why mine's so much lower than yours is because of how much well, you loved it as well. I think you've probably rewatched it more times than me at this point. Just how how much I fucking love and adore the older stuff so much, and then just seeing it just literally dragged through the fucking mud. It pisses me off to a certain point. It does actually get me a bit fucking angry because it's like, who have they got in? Obviously, is it Chibnall? Is it?
Chibnall?
I don't know if it's Chibnall.
Chibnall?
The guy who's writing it now, Chris Chibnall. It's not Chibnall, is it? Or is it? I don't know. I can't remember who's doing it now. But they're just so shit. They're so shit. They're just dog shit. They get me angry.
I've realised I've fucked this spreadsheet up, but
not the spreadsheet.
Oh god, I've fucked it up.
Don't worry.
It's fine. It's fine. Have you ever seen the movie Southpaw? It's a boxing film.
Southpaw. I think I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
Okay, Stranger Things.
Okay.
Think.
I don't know. 75. I get Stranger Things to 75.
75. Stranger Things is the only one to get. It's the highest rated one, I think. Bearing in mind, like all of our scores as well as you know, all the critics and things like that.
Actually, give it a 50 because
Shut up.
The Demogorgon wasn't.
Have you ever seen the movie
the
Bleed for this?
Bleed for this?
Yeah, it's another boxing movie with Miles Teller in it.
No.
Okay.
Assume I've not watched any boxing movies because I don't think I've seen what.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
No.
Okay. Have you Creed? Creed
Again,
2?
That's a boxing movie. Not seen.
Yeah. Okay. The Revenant. I know you've seen that because we all went to the cinema.
I have seen it. I can't really remember it. 60. It's all right.
60. You thought The Revenant was better than Scott Pilgrim?
Yeah.
You really, you genuinely think that? Do you not? What happened in The Revenant?
It was crawl. He crawled.
Okay, do you see my point with this?
It's some really good crawling. I don't know, just Scott Pilgrim now. I just watch it and I don't know, it just feels. I don't know. Ugh. Like,
you are boring. You're getting so boring, you. WandaVision.
I fucking love WandaVision. Have you seen it all?
Yeah.
Okay, well, why haven't we been talking about WandaVision, first of all? I liked the first few episodes of WandaVision the most, when it was the mystery of it. Yeah. The mystery was the hook. Then the reveal happened, and I was like,
No, see, the thing is, I'm happy with the reveal. They should have just held it a bit longer.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not too bothered about the reveal. I thought it was all okay, but the feeling of what the fuck is happening? Like, we'll not fully get into it, and also a bit of spoilers. But you know when it turned out that it was a prison of Wanda's own making. There was parts when I was genuinely actually getting quite scared of Wanda. Like, she was genuinely scaring me. And I liked this really sort of oppressive nature of she's always watching, keep the smiles up.
Well, the thing is, that was one of the problems. It's the reason why, so far as Marvel things go, for me, it's towards the lower end. Bear in mind, I wouldn't rate any Marvel Cinematic Universe thing lower than, 67. Like, that's the lowest I would ever give. That's like the Hulk movie. What's the other one that people say is bad from Cinematic Universe? I don't know. Can't remember. But, I would rate WandaVision around the same as maybe Captain Marvel for me. Because of a few things. The reveal happened a bit too early. Then the other two, which isn't, none of these things are drastically bad, but then they're not very minuscule either. The other two things is, and again this is spoilers, there was kind of a double reveal that it wasn't really Wanda who was massively in charge of it.
She set up the whole shebang, but the person who was helping things move slowly behind the scenes with someone else. So
yeah, and I didn't necessarily like that it was someone else kind of controlling things a bit more, but also, I didn't like that villain either. I thought she was a stupid villain, and I thought the casting for her was kind of like bad as well. I didn't think that actress who played the villain of her did a great job at playing the characters before she was revealed to be a bad guy.
Yeah.
But when she was playing the bad guy, it did not fit well at all. So yeah, I didn't like that villain very much. So yeah, but really, that kind of makes the show sound a lot worse than it actually was. Like, for example, as in, I still gave that 81.
Yeah.
What
I'd
are you
give
gonna
that. I think 80, 81 is a very reasonable score. I think.
Do you want to give it 80 or 81?
I give it 80. I give it 80.
Oh, you like it 1 point less than me.
No, I just like a round number. I'd think 81 is incredibly arbitrary, so I just like it to be the 80.
I kind of base a lot of my scores on like other ones that I've rated, like when I thought about how much more I liked WandaVision than Doctor Who as a whole, I was like, okay, 81 then. Okay, the last one is, have you seen the X-Men movies, all of them?
I've not seen all of them. I've seen Days of Future Past and Apocalypse. I think they're the only two
you've
I've
not
seen.
seen the old one? The old one's
No,
like...
I've
So you've not seen X-Men The Last Stand?
No.
Right.
And I've definitely not seen Origins Wolverine either.
Okay, I think that's all of the ones that you have seen, so... Yeah.
Are you going Breaking Bad?
No, I can add to it now if you want. 1 second, let me just...
I think you're going to give Breaking Bad, like, maybe an 80. Maybe higher than an 80.
Oh, sorry, 1 sec. Okay, Breaking Bad, we can add that. Breaking Bad. Let me have a think. Breaking Bad, okay, so I would say I definitely enjoyed it more than average. Probably at least enough to give it a 70, because I did get quite hooked at a certain point.
Yeah.
There could be more action for me, and it did go on one season too long, but it was good. I think because it's a personal score, when I'm looking at other stuff, did I like WandaVision more than Breaking Bad? Yes, so it can't get more than an 81 for me. I'm kind of thinking a 79. Have I liked Doctor Who more overall than Breaking Bad? Oof. I think overall, because of the later seasons of Doctor Who, I think I like those the exact same amount, so it's getting 77 from me.
Right, okay. 97.
97.
97.
Bear in mind, 100 is absolutely is unachievably perfect.
Yeah.
You think there is... Can you not identify a single thing you don't like about Breaking Bad?
I can, and it's that it went on a bit too long.
So surely 97 is too much then.
No, bear in mind that I still adore the last season. I still love the last season as well. I think it's fantastic. I just do think that it could have gone without it and ended on a better note.
So it's not that perfect for you then. So 97 don't make sense.
Well, no, because I still love it. It's like the only thing is like, oh, I think it would have maybe ended in a better position if it was a little bit earlier. But I still love the position it's ended up.
Yeah, so you love it, but you don't think it's perfect. So and like
I don't think it's perfect. No,
and 97 is like essentially may as well be perfect. It's an achievable amount of perfect, and you know it's not that. So surely it should be less than that.
It's definitely... I don't want to go any lower than 95. I don't want to go any lower than 95.
Well, you can put 97 if that's what you want. It's your score. But I don't think that's
now
as
you've
accurate.
made me fucking question myself. You can't...
What do you want?
95. I'm going to give it 95.
I think that's a lot more reasonable. Bear in mind, my favourite film of all time got 95. I'm just looking up all the other scores for that. It won't have a cinema score because that's only for movies. I'm guessing it's been directed by various people, not just one person.
Well, it was mainly Vince Gilligan, but he was like the writer.
It don't matter if it's been various people. Breaking Bad. Okay, so this is now the highest rated thing we've got on the spreadsheet.
What, Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
It was the highest rated TV show on fucking Rotten Tomatoes at one point as well.
1 sec. Yeah, well, I think it still is. So Rotten Tomatoes critic score is 96, audience score is 97, IMDb is 95. Yeah, those are some insane scores. Yeah. Did it come out on like a TV network before streaming?
Yeah, it did. Yeah. It was I want to say HBO. So I don't know.
I've categorized it as TV rather than streaming. So yeah, Breaking Bad is up there. Obviously, Jasmine's not got a score for that at the minute. Cause is there anything else you want to add while we're here? We could do Game of Thrones.
60.
60?
Yeah, 60.
Okay. I'm going to give it... I wouldn't give it...
You were never into it from the start, so...
There were some episodes I did like The Red Wedding, so I liked it more than The Lighthouse, and more than The Revenant. So I think it's going to end up at like a 38 for me.
Okay.
Which, because that's like, it's worse than average, but not terribly worse than average. Let's look up the scores for that. Rotten Tomatoes.
I reckon they'll be in the 80s or 90s.
Fuck off. Enable ads for our website, otherwise you can't use it. Fuck off. Stop having so many stupidly intrusive ads then. Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones, I've just googled.
Game of Thrones, good enough.
Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake, this is so annoying. Honestly, you can't go on the internet nowadays because there's like 5,000 adverts in your way. So on overall Rotten Tomatoes, critics give it 89.
Yeah,
that's so obscenely high. Audience gives it 85. I still think that's really high for an audience, although it is averaging across. It averages it across per season. IMDb gives it 93. That's just way too high. I would call that a drama fantasy rather than a fantasy drama. Fantasy? How do you spell fantasy?
Fantasy.
Fantasy. Any more you want to add while we're here, Judd? Any more ratings you want to give? Like maybe some movies. It were mostly for movies, this, but
movies. I can't.
What can you think of that you might consider your favorite movie ever?
I don't know. I don't actually know what my favorite movie of all time is.
But one that you love, like a movie that you love that we could put on here.
You know what movie I fucking love? You won't have seen it though. You or Jasmine won't have watched it.
Try and think one that we've seen.
I was gonna say most people. Well, people who are fans of them liked the movie, but like regular critics and audience didn't like it. But I loved fucking Pick a Destiny, Tenacious D, Pick a Destiny. I thought that was a right fucking movie. The SpongeBob movie. Have you done the SpongeBob movie? Because that was gold. That movie was fucking gold.
Alexa, how do you spell sponge?
Jesus Christ, Jake.
SpongeBob.
Sponge.
The SpongeBob movie. It's SpongeBob SquarePants, isn't it? The
SpongeBob SquarePants.
The SpongeBob SquarePants movie. The SpongeBob movie. There's loads of SpongeBob movies now.
Yeah.
SpongeBob SquarePants movie. There we are. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Okay, this has been rated alright on Rotten Tomatoes. Let me paste this in right.
Now, are you sure it's the right one? Is it like the one with fucking?
It definitely is.
King Neptune and
it's 2004.
Okay.
SpongeBob. I actually did type SpongeBob. I've typed SpongeBob more than SpongeBob to say SquarePants movie. The Sponge. I've actually typed in the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Fuck me. Anyway, my score for that movie. That is a very good kids movie. It's really enjoyable. Did I enjoy the SpongeBob SquarePants movie more or less than WandaVision? More.
You enjoyed the SpongeBob movie more,
yeah,
did
I
you?
can identify less things wrong with that, and I enjoyed it so much more as a kid than that. Did I enjoy it more than Southpaw? No. What about Creed? No. So 86, higher than 81, lower than 86. I'm gonna sort them by that. I would say maybe like 80, 83. Give this.
Okay.
What's your score for the SpongeBob Squad?
SpongeBob movie. I think I could put the SpongeBob movie on now and sit and watch it all the way through. In fact, I did at Tom's house. Me and Tom did that not too long ago. We sat and watched the full fucking SpongeBob movie. So yeah, fucking, it's still a good movie. What did I say? I said 80. What did I say 80 for? I've already forgot.
You said 80 for. Oh fuck! It's mixed them all up. Oh god, I don't know. All the titles are all mixed up. I'm gonna have to sort your scores out. They're all over the place.
My scores are all over the damn spreadsheet, man. It's crazy.
As in, it's put 55 for WandaVision for you at the minute. It's.
All right. Okay.
I'm gonna. Actually, I think I can fix this if I sort by that. Sort by critic score. You said 80
imagine listening
for
to
Avengers
a podcast
Endgame,
talking about fucking spreadsheets.
Yeah, you said. Oh no. Oh fuck. I don't know. It's all fucked, Judd. One second.
It's all fucked. What did I say?
Just give me your scores again. Avengers Endgame was what? 83.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Okay.
What would you get? Wait. Oh my god! It's messed it all up. I don't know, Judd. I can't even tell you.
Well, footnotes. I give SpongeBob movie 85.
I can sort this. 1 sec.
Go on.
1 second.
Shrek. You need to do Shrek.
1 second. Right. Cool. Oh, fucking hell. You've not seen that one. You've not seen Bleed for this. The Revenant. What do you give that?
I can't fucking remember. God, like.
What would you give it? 60?
I gave it 60.
Okay, Scott
But
Pilgrim.
now thinking,
what do you give that?
I want to change my answer for the Revenant to 50.
50. Okay. The Scott Pilgrim. What do you give that?
I gave that like
60.
Fuck, man. When I give that
90. You give it like 63 or something.
Yeah,
60.
yeah,
it was 65. It was 65.
65.
Yeah, okay. You've not seen Creed Infinity War? That was what, 95? No,
that wasn't 95. That was
you said like 90 maybe. 93?
No, that 95 was Breaking Bad. I think it was like 90. Yeah.
You've not seen 90. Donnie Darko Game of Thrones?
60.
You've not seen The Lighthouse WandaVision?
That was like 80.
Oh, that was 80. I remember that. Doctor Who you gave 60, didn't you?
Yeah, 60.
You like all of Doctor Who in total as much as all of Game of Thrones. Just checking that. That makes sense, but
yeah, because of how much it's been let down now.
Yeah. Stranger Things.
It's just awful. I gave that a 75.
75. Endgame. That was 83, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. You've not seen that.
I haven't watched it.
You've not seen Creed. Breaking Bad was 95. The SpongeBob movie then.
The SpongeBob movie, I'd give that an 85.
Cool. 1 sec. Let me I just need to fix something. Fix that to be 3, and then that equals.
This is
one.
I don't think anybody's watching to begin with,
but 1 second. I've got this. So that's B4, and then I do this and drag this, and then we're good. Cool. Oh no, that's not right. Jasmine's scores are all fucked as well.
Oh, for fuck! Just leave it. Just leave it.
Right. Okay. That's anyway.
Nobody cares about your fucking spreadsheets.
let me tell you the SpongeBob scores. So it got 68 from critics, which I think is criminal.
Yeah,
SpongeBob's
that's ridiculous.
Audience score is 78, and then the
Everybody listening to this podcast, I'm giving you permission to threaten to bomb the critics who reviewed the SpongeBob movie on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm giving you permission. You can threaten to firebomb them.
No, IMDb only gave it 71. It's not even got a cinema score. SpongeBob. Nope. No cinema score for that one. It was a movie.
Everybody loves this movie. I've never heard anybody in my entire life say I did not like the SpongeBob movie.
I know, it's like, come on.
Yeah.
Fuck this. Fucking, what is it? Comedy?
Yeah, comedy.
Children's
family comedy. Yeah.
Animated.
I've never ever heard anybody say they did not like this movie.
Anyway, that's been going on for fucking forever. We might stick around and fill this in a bit more on stream, a little bit more. That could be funny.
I want people who wanted me to get on with League of Legends.
But yeah, what do you think, Judd? Podcast done. Anyway, that's it. I'm not even asking you. Podcast is done. I don't even know what this has even been. As we said, right, going full circle, right to the start of the podcast. Nothing fucking works. Not even us. We can't even do a podcast right.
We can't even get fucking spreadsheets to work. Apparently, a spreadsheet. Imagine struggling with a fucking spreadsheet.
My Lord. Anyway.
Yeah. Nice.
And we finish this podcast off with our signature phrase, which is
strangle your dogs.
Oh, God! No! Oh, right. Bye.